Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Last time, spent a little bit of time in this village, discovered that they make sacrifices to Am. We also seem to discover that these people are not made of flesh and bone, but rather, they are somehow created by Am. They are sort of, I don't know, mechanical, organic. It's not explained very well, but there's something about them. They're just not real people. So let us take a look around further. Although these people do have free will, they can feel pain, they can feel emotions, which is kind of sick and twisted considering what Am is doing to them. But can you expect any less? Alright, we want another piece of fruit.
Manna from heaven.
What we want to do is we want to hide at the little kid that's in this cave, because he may be sacrificed next. So we don't want that. So we walk to this cave.
It's a goddamn supermarket.
There are tons of fruit around here. Yeah, so if we try to go in, I don't think we can. But look at this guy.
This guard looks a lot stronger than me, but not too bright. Blondie only seems to be interested in guarding the food.
Obviously.
Primitive. These people are even more backwards than those gooks in Southeast Asia.
Okay, buddy. Let's pretend you didn't say that. Anyway, we want to get this wood over here because we need certain parts to make the doll. And if you give him this part, he'll just say he needs another part and another part, so I might as well just get them all now. So let's get this wood here.
Blondie here won't let me near the food.
Yeah, he won't let me in. So let's see if we can't convince him that we're just putting food in there.
I think he wants me to put my fruit into a basket.
Alright. And now we can go in.
Okay. Here's another piece of fruit to add to the collection, as if they need it anymore. I can't eat it anyway.
Yeah, that's too bad. But we can grab this on the way out.
Might like a piece of polished wood.
Alright, so, only one piece left. The only place we haven't been yet is in this cave.
Looks like it's empty.
And I think it's always empty, but let's see. Let's use the video screen here.
Gather food, but don't give any of it to the deviant. He's not part of the community.
Well, he can't eat it anyway.
Looks like a primitive cradle. It's empty. I wonder where the baby is.
I wonder if they can, like, reproduce.
Jesus, I'm hungry.
Like, you know, people can.
It's damp in here. At least the fire's warm.
So you want to do...
Vines. I wonder if they're edible.
Actually want to take... Oh.
There's a loose wire among these vines.
And that's what we wanted. So we have all the parts. Let's go see the boy.
I don't think he understands what I'm trying to say.
Oh. We have to actually do this.
I found this piece of junk at the altar. It looks kind of like a head.
Thank you. I can use this to make doll's head.
It's kind of sick that that's his mom's head, but, oh well.
What else do you need to make a friend?
I need body for friend.
I found a piece of wood that could be used for a body.
Thank you. I can use this to make doll's body.
And look how happy Benny is.
What else do you need to make a friend?
I need to tie head to body.
And that's why we have the wire.
I found a piece of wire.
Thank you for help with doll. Me go play in hole.
And now he's gonna go hide in there. So, we've done what we can. We are tired. Let's go to sleep.
I wonder how the boy's doing in that hole. The boy's gone. The villagers must have found him.
Uh-oh. We need to go see if we
The village is quiet today. Too quiet.
can do something. And the boy is up there, ready to be sacrificed.
Poor little guy looks scared out of his wits.
Who?
Damn! Em must have told the villagers where I hid the lottery bag and the boy.
Yeah, they have the lottery bag too, so The boy picked wrong.
Latana Shama, halt!
They're going to sacrifice the boy unless I think of something quick.
Yeah, don't ask to eat the boy. Threaten the village. Offer to take the child's place, which is the most altruistic thing we can do.
Nukom Vitastrawa.
The elder seems amazed that I would show compassion to the boy, but I think he's going to go for it. Why, the boy's giving me his doll. Gratitude for being spared the pain of being sacrificed. No, more than gratitude. Compassion. For me.
I send you out among the prey, and instead of indulging your hunger to keep me amused, you show them compassion. You should know better by now. Your reward will be more years of searing, blistering anguish, Benny. Who among you shall go next?
So once more, we didn't do what Am expected. We instead acted as humanity should act, and this pissed him off. By the way, I don't know if this was a mistake with the graphics or if they did that on purpose, but did you notice that when Benny got the doll, he suddenly had a third arm on his back just like the boy? I looked carefully, there at no other point does it show him with a third arm on his back, so I don't know if that was just a graphics bug or what. But anyway, we did get the best ending for Benny. If you can see, there was a white background behind him, so that's good. We only have 2 people left, so continuing on, let's choose Nimdok.
Nimdok, you are kindred spirit to me. Even if you don't realize it fully yet, you must sense it there in your blood and fiber. I've constructed an adventure of sorts to revive your failing memory. I want you to find the lost tribe of humanity and continue your eminent scientific research.
This compound looks familiar. But why would Am bring me here to look for a lost tribe? There are gates and fences. Who could be lost in such a secure area?
And so, if you're familiar at all with history, this should recall a few things that have happened in history. We know that Nimdok has experimented on people, but it's kind of confusing, but I'll tell you right now, Am has actually erased his memory of these events. So he wants him to re-remember what he did and continue the experiments that he started. This is, I think, is the most significant chapter in understanding Am's world, and we'll see why as we go along.
This man is starved nearly to death. Interesting. I can see his skeletal structure without an X-ray.
That is not good.
This god is the picture of good health. His gun is quite impressive too.
Let's talk to this guy.
You must let me leave. I have urgent business elsewhere.
I cannot let you pass, Doctor. You're due in surgery. Dr. Mengele's orders.
Dr. Mengele. You will also recognize that name. He is a doctor that during World War II experimented on prisoners. He was the one in charge in certain camps of choosing which prisoners went to the gas chambers. He would also do horrific medical experiments on them. I don't even want to really talk about what he did. You can do some research yourself, but he was an all-around horrible guy. Let's just say that. And apparently, Nimdok worked with him in the past.
Why are you imprisoned here? You have the features of a man of intellect.
Is this an official interrogation, Nimdok? Or are you mocking me?
You know me?
I thought I did. Until you had me arrested for refusing to condone your experiments.
Experiments? I know nothing of experiments.
Your sense of humor is as sick as your methods, Doctor. How can you act so innocent after having maimed or killed hundreds in the name of science?
You are saying we were colleagues of some kind? Ridiculous.
There's no need to distance yourself from me. I was once your friend. Now I am your enemy.
Why would I bother to have you imprisoned like this?
The regime needed answers, but I stood in your way. Well, now you have them.
Do you know of the lost tribe? I must find it.
Haven't you taken enough subjects for your experiments, Doctor? Or are there more mass graves to fill?
I know nothing of what you talk about. This conversation is over.
So we're learning things about ourselves. About Nimdok.
I cannot open it. The door must be locked.
You can't go in there quite yet.
Where have you been, Nimdok? We are waiting on you to perform.
You were waiting for me?
I am sorry that I will not be able to assist in the operation. After all, this may be the last opportunity we have together before the end of the war to finish our research.
Ah, yes, the research. Let us talk about this research.
We will have time for that after the surgery. Meet me at the complex later.
So that was actually Dr. Mengele. Now, it's very important. It doesn't seem important, but it's very important that you look at this poster.
A youth with 1945 stamped beneath. There is something familiar about this.
Yes, indeed. Very important. Anyway, we need to...
Finally, Doctor. Everyone's waiting on your expertise.
What am I to do?
Ah, you are testing me because I'm new here. Today's procedure requires the removal of the lower section of the subject's spinal cord.
What is the purpose of such a procedure?
You and Dr. Mengele will process the spinal fluid from this and the other adolescent subjects. The fluid will then be used to formulate a serum.
So yeah, things like this where other German doctors would watch as Dr. Mengele did horrible things to the human body while it was still alive. This was commonplace in World War II concentration camps.
What is the nature of this serum?
I cannot reveal sensitive regime secrets in such a public setting. You need not worry, Doctor. I remember my military training as well as my medical knowledge.
So yeah, that serum they're talking about, remember that.
What is Dr. Mengele's position?
Dr. Mengele is the master surgeon of this facility and one of the regime's finest minds. You are fortunate to be his associate.
What is your function?
I will be administering ether to the subject throughout this procedure. We would not want this little maggot to stir and ruin your handiwork.
I will begin the procedure momentarily.
It will be an honor to work under you, Dr. Nimdok.
Now here's the thing that kind of yeah, okay, so I'll just say it right now. This is the thing that kind of confuses me. Remember in Benny's playthrough we saw that people, like, that wound was made of mechanical parts. Yeah, if Nimdok is, if we decide to perform surgery on this child, he will be able to do it. He won't mention anything about it being, like, you know, different parts. To him, the child will be just like any other, you know, biological human being. So I'm really not sure exactly the whole significance of who these people are, whether or not they're real or if they're created by Am, I don't know. But either way, what we actually want to do, we want to take the ether.
I'm sorry, Doctor. The ether is necessary for the surgery.
But we cannot. So we need to take the scalpel. You can use the scalpel on that little boy, but that is no. So you have to use the scalpel.
Guards, come here quickly. Dr. Nimdok has gone berserk.
I must leave before the guards apprehend me.
And look how happy Nimdok is. So let's now take the ether. And let's get out of here.
This must be the recovery room.
These people have been maimed. Just sort of left here to quote-unquote recover. And once again, like I said, they look like normal human beings. They have blood. They have organic tissue. So are these different than the ones that we saw, the people that we saw in the tribe? Were these created by Am? Are these just descendants of human beings and we aren't the last 5 people on Earth? I don't think that's the case though, because of things I know about the end of the game.
It is difficult to see what purpose this surgery serves other than to mutilate the patient. This patient has been too damaged by his surgery to live a normal life. This patient will never recover.
And what exactly has been done to them, I think we'd prefer not to know. Okay, so we still need to get out of here.
There is heat coming out of this vent.
Alright, yeah, let's escape out the back.
I smell burnt flesh, but this is obviously not a kitchen.
And we come to the ovens. Remember that Ellen saw this scene as well on the computer monitors. I'm going to save the game just right now because I've done a lot and I'm not sure if I'll accidentally do something that will cause me to be sent back. So let's take a look at these ovens.
These ovens are more monstrous than anything Am has ever constructed.
The horrors of World War II.
I have not felt such heat since I lived in the Brazilian rainforest. These ovens are more monstrous.
So I guess I can't open any
These
of the others. Okay.
A gold watch. I am surprised its owner was able to keep it long enough to reach this place.
Yeah, because the prisoners had all their possessions taken from them, and some of them would even hide them in their stomachs or other orifices because they had much value to them beyond monetary value. So let's take that, let's take the pliers. Let's take a look at these.
According to these records, hundreds of corpses were incinerated here.
Yikes. Alright. Let's get out of here.
This guard, his...
Dr. Nimdok, you have betrayed the regime's trust in your abilities. You ought to die in the manner of all of the regime's enemies.
Nimdok, I am disappointed in you. You still have much to remember, much more pain to feel, much to relive, much more to answer for. Yes, return to the research camp later, when you're ready to search for the lost tribe again. Who among you shall go next?
So yeah, that's not how I want that to end. So let us not talk to that guard. Let's take a look at this guy.
This foolish man is tangled in barbed wire.
Ouch. Looks like he was trying to get out and didn't really succeed.
How could you so foolishly be caught in the wires?
I was trying to escape, but I was so weak. I fell and got caught.
Why do you risk escaping in such poor physical condition?
That timing was hardly of my own choosing. I learned that I was to be among the next batch of volunteers.
For what were you being given the privilege to volunteer?
Experimentation, they say. Extinction is more like it. Surely you of all people know the regime's plan for the lost tribe.
I will call the guard.
Why? So the guard can taunt me as I die a slow death?
I will summon one of the doctors.
No, I'm better off here than under the knives of you butchers.
There is nothing I can do for you.
You can at least help me end my misery. That would give you the pleasure of seeing another one of us die, you cold-hearted bastard.
Well, I think there is something we can do. He's in pain, so let's give some of the ether to him.
I should keep it.
Oh, that feels much better.
And use the pliers.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I heard this in the hospital when the doctor thought I was sleeping. Waken the sleeper, utter the truth, and kiss him.
He is free, but he has lost consciousness.
He's still hanging up there somehow. I guess they didn't want to animate him falling down or anything. So, what did his final words mean before he lost consciousness? I guess we're just gonna have to find out next time on Let's Play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.